Yo, yo, yo. Long time no see. Yo. Okay, let's continue. The setup. What I was doing on the setup. Well, we have to see. Yes. Oh, I landed. I landed in the setup. What do we have to do in here? The proctor suggests starting the investigation at the square, where preparations for the execution are already well underway. What do we need? Profit factor. I don't need them. Let's see. What should we do? The Chronicle of Fates by Wh40k, Chapter 1. Let these instructions enlighten all who walk in my footsteps. Oh. Why do I have so much things in here? And why this is in here? Whatever. He that holdeth the key permits none but his most faithful to change their fates. And I, the eminent Wh40k, have no right to fail him. This my present work will describe how a soul becomes purified, and the rituals required to prepare it for its momentous turn of fate. These being things that any servant of his who intends to break the shackles of their former life will have to undergo. That is probably a heresy.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
That is probably, my friends, a start for heresy. Because I can bet that he
see the forbidden.
Is not a emperor. Is this chapter 1? Chapter 3. The sacrament has been performed. I felt the cage open its gates. I felt him that holding the key open the lock of my body. At first I found it hard to breathe. It was as though the inside of my body was lined with vice that was not my own. In my mind's confusion, I cannot tell what moon life it is, or which chapter of this book I am presently writing. But the greatest one is all-knowing, and every turn of fate has been chosen by him in advance. Thus, if my new fate tries to resist me, I shall bring it to heel. Chronicle of Fate, page 380. That is chapter 3? Wild. Young nobleman. Ooh, no. We are going back. There are goods.
Empyrean guides my gaze. Not a problem for a proctor.
Not a problem for a proctor.
A revelation was sent to me.
A lot of traps. That is so cool that he's not triggering them.
Check. Done. Easy. I tread a path unexplored.
There's more. Okay. Yep. Almost the same. Ooh, Ebonite sword. Two-handed melee weapon. Targets hit with this weapon suffer a number of static charge stacks equal to damage dealt by the attack. When a creature with those stacks is killed, all creatures adjacent to it, except the wielder, suffer shock damage equal to number of static charge stacks. I believe I found a new sword for... Ooh! For Abelard. Because I desperately need something else. 18 to 23. 17 to 25. This is one-handed, yes, but I need two-handed sword for you, man. I know it's a -5 penalty to armor and chain weapons deal 25% critical damage more. But... well, this has wider range. It gives me the same stuff. Yeah. Gives me the same stuff. And on top of it, you have 50 strength. So if I take a Melta proficiency and I will give you 5 strength, you will be able to use multi-Melta. And I can start the fight with this. And after this, I can charge with this. This is going to be fun. Well, I can give him 10. Their allies gain 1 bonus to damage until the end of the combat. I don't need that. Toughness once per combat. Whenever the wearer's wounds drop below 35, the wearer gains 27 wounds. That's actually great. Charge using -1 AP. That's great. How much intelligence do I have? 30. You will stay at 30.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Stall owner. Okay, how can I get there? Ooh, good. A hidden loot. How can I get there? How can I get there? Tell me. Oh, from here. Okay. There is nothing more. There is no level 2. Oh, yeah. Chapter 2, I presume? Chapter 2. It benefits any servant of his to thank daily the Emperor, him that holdeth the key. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's talking about the Emperor. For the lot given them in life, as I have thanked him with my writings for thousands of moon lives, so too do I thank him. Now with the fetters that are preparing my soul for its new destiny. The rules of this service are simple. Day after day I reverently carry with me the glass fetters, not daring to break them. Some believe that merely keeping them by one's beside is enough to perform the sacrament. This is a lie, perpetuated by the soulful by the slothful and the faint of heart. We've been waiting for you, our celestial lord.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
What a crazy good area. They just went beyond with graphics. As you approach, the nobles bow gracefully. Their soon-on faces are wrapped tightly around their skulls, and their eyes gleam with earnest subservience. One dares to address you. O celestial lord, grace us with your regard. When my brother and I heard of your arrival, we immediately sought to surprise you with an exceptional gift. Give it to me. The ancient scrolls tell of a wonder, a mechanical sage by the name of Wh40k. It knows the answers to all questions, can make other machines to do its bidding, and may even predict the future. My brother and I have borne many a hardship, but we managed to acquire this magic contraption for our much cherished guest. You have something that can do all, and you want to give it to me? The box in front of you, presumably the Wh40k they speak of, exudes a strong odor of ritual oils. Made of thin planks, it is covered in so many purity steel that it seems to be held together by them alone. A stack of flimsy rough paper lies atop it. Oh, so you're trying to scam me. And there is a mica panel with malachite buttons attached to the front. A thin slit is visible among the buttons. Abelard sighs heavily and leans over to you. Sometimes when the information reaches the more backward worlds, it undergoes strange metamorphoses. In the midst of unfortunate and regrettably parochial laypeople. Have mercy, Lord Captain, they probably have been trying to please you. Listen to the sounds coming from the box. There is a barely audible breathing coming from the box. Whoever is inside wants very much not to be noticed. Gladius stalks toward the box and bares his fangs, while Solomon frowns grimly at the device. Really? Then again, what else could you expect from this ignorant world? There is something I wish to ask Wh40k. If I may advise the Celestial Lord, in order to receive an answer, one should take a piece of paper and slide it into the hole here, then touch this stone and ask the question loudly and clearly. What is the punishment for liars and frauds? The box holds the paper for a long time. When the sheet finally emerges from the slot, it is visibly shaking. You see the words, "Immolation, please don't." Solomon folds his arms and leans towards the slot, his voice ringing with steel. Machines cannot feel fear, Wh40k. They can only meekly accept their fate. The proctor catches your gaze and shrugs. I couldn't help myself. What is the distance between earth and sky? Heat you offer is consumed with a speed beyond that of an ordinary autoquill. After a few moments, the ship returns with a single notation. Lots. Yup. What does the future have in store for me? The sheet shoots back out of the box and falls to the ground. It bears a solemn inscription, "Glory Everlasting." Unseal the box. Break the box. What are What a rare and magnificent gift. I will be honored to display it in my chambers. Unseal the box and let this poor soul out at once. Who? What poor soul? I do not. The young nobleman addressing you, who withers under the catching gaze of his partner. As you command, my celestial lord, forgive us. We wished only to delight you by reproducing an otherworldly miracle we had read about in an ancient chronicle. Kill one of the brothers, you dare mock me. That's just... I will kill you, or I will kill you. This is not how it's supposed to be. This should be lashes or I will kill you, and this will kill one of you, and this will teach you a lesson. Do not mock. This should be like, I will take it to my ship, no matter what. And I will just use some chaos ingredients and use it in another planet. We made it. Whatever. You are nothing but a pair of dim-witted lick-spitters. But mere stupidity hardly warrants an execution. Get out of my sight. We did not mean to offend. We only wished to please. I know, I know. Move along. Okay. What is this? What do we need here? Oh, cool! And again, this wasn't my dog. Bloody Sacrament, melee weapon light. Area attacks with this maul creates a smoke cloud. All creatures that enter the area must pass toughness, strength and willpower resistant test with a -30 penalty. On a failed toughness test, the targets become blinded for 2 rounds. On a failed strength test, slowed by 2 rounds, for 2 rounds, or disturbed for 2 rounds. I can use it, so I will use it. I know that I have this one, but I don't need it. I don't need this really. Can I duplicate it? I cannot duplicate it. Okay. A little bit sad, but well. Force grenades. You need some grenades too. You have grenades, you have grenades, and you have grenades. Okay. Do I have anything for dog? Yes. 10 weapon skill and deals 75 more damage. 10 weapon skill deals 100% more damage. When the Cybermastiff hits the apprehended enemy, the Cybermastiff gains stacking 14 bonus to strength for 1 round. Yeah. The Cybermastiff is adjacent to an enemy. At the end of Overseer's turn, the Overseer gains 1 resolve until the end of combat. If the Overseer has heretical adherent, he also gains 2 bonus to random characteristic stacks. That's cool. But he's dogmatic as hell. Give you this. 1 stack of Zealot effect, 10% damage with the area attacks for each stack of the Zealot effect. Why not? Okay. They also increase the damage of plasma weapons. I do not have plasma weapons. Psychic powers, I don't have psychic powers. When the wearer has less than 50% wounds, every second attack against them is automatically dodged. Cool. Deadeye shot. I do not have any Deadeye shots with him. That's cool. Okay.
Embrace true power.
More goods. Oh, crap.
I shall not be deterred.
God damn.
What?
Try it again.
What a shame.
Try it again.
Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail?
Yep. I hoped.
Triumphant as always.
Oh yeah. Ballistic skill 100?
Too hard for a simple monkey.
The blacksmith have somehow managed to forge shells and casings. These do not belong on a feudal world, but there is no doubt as to what they are. Why are they doing those?
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Another test, another save.
A trivial task.
Ooh. This man was of high social standing. Someone has carefully and skillfully peeled the skin off his face. Ew. Open the cage.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Who's there? Is that the Celestial Lord himself? You shouldn't have come here. Why not? Fates become tangled in this place and faces change. Who knows if by nightfall you won't have lost yourself. Ooh. Is that a threat? Just a piece of advice. Beware the shimmering blue, or else you will end up like Gorgius' fault. Gorgorius. Shimmering blue.
Unexpected result.
Beware of shimmering blue.
I tread a path unexplored.
You mean knights? Or something like this? Oh, good.
Perfection.
All sorts glance at you with an odd curiosity. One of them pulls its muzzle closer and clacks its teeth, almost too greedily and hungrily for a harmless herbivore. What is this place? The enormous gate is locked fast.
Intriguing.
Yes, it is intriguing. Why am I in here in first place? Oh crap, there is a lot of people. And this is the place. Soon mutant, feeble mutant. So they're killing mutants. Cool. As always.
As a child, I was captivated by the chronicles of the feudal world Urban II.
Knights clad in shining armor riding their fine steeds, battling enemies of humanity, and holding feasts after their victories. But this world has only grey and mud.
The same is true for many worlds in the Imperium, Lady Cassia.
The shimmering glue.
Accustom yourself to that fact.
Tavris the sculptor. And the shimmering blue.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
The Lecraxix Agumetics are just as rusty and in sore need of service, but the creature looks for worse than the rest. Gaunt and weak, almost miserable. The beast look up at you with glazed eyes as you approached. On the door you notice a scrolled sign that reads Animal number 4, Downfeed. The same number is burned into the skin of the Lacrax. Examine the Lacrax. It failed. You look over the Lacerax, but see nothing that could explain its strange behavior. I've seen Glatio convulse like that when his augmentics were malfunctioning, Solomon says, then adds with sudden anger, I doubt the local half-wits have the first clue about maintaining implants. They should have stuck to shovels and left the beast alone. Can I try to unlock it? Nope. The antiquated lock proves more of a challenge than you thought. You struggle with its cylindrical mechanisms for a long while before abandoning your hopeless endeavors. Step away from the cage. Yo, knight. Examine.
I have learned much in my exile.
Watch the food disappears into people's throats. Judging by the protruding ribs, the beasts have not been properly fed in some time. Key characteristics, Cyber Mastiff. Deals 150% more damage. Whenever its protected ally dodges or parries an attack, the Cyber Mastiff gains 8 temporary wounds and deals 10% more damage for 1 round. Does not stack. Protect can be used multiple times per turn, but each Cyber subsequent use in a round increases its cost by 1. Cool. Yeah, you will be my guarding Cyber Mastiff. Can I speak with this knight? Or you will... No.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Oh. Chronicle of Fates by Gorgorius Falt, chapter 0406, page 7875. Oh boy, he wrote a lot. I am impure and my body is impure. Vital fluids not my own are stirring within me, as though wood-boring beetles were digging their filthy tunnels through my frame. I must destroy this vice. I must squeeze it out. It is customary to replace an old vessel, and I have replaced my rotten cage with chambers of gold, yet I still feel filthy. For if the contents are spoiled and not merely the shell, then what can be done to achieve redemption? My face is burning, a borrowed face, a weak face. I must take off the feathers of my skin and cleanse its inner side of vice. Take it away, O Emperor, take it away and give me a new cage. Do they kill people for... Why are you doing this? Oh. Hey, Maeve. Noticing your gaze, Maeve turns to you. My celestial lord. She hesitates before continuing. They say you are the God Emperor's anointed. Have you truly seen him?